Hi Capricorn, how are you? I am Eriu and this is Eriu Tarot Readings, and you, my lovely, you're very welcome here today. This is your weekly reading for the 10th to the 16th of April 2017. And as always, if this doesn't resonate, that's totally fine. Check out your moon and rising sign as well, okay? So just another thank you to all of you who like what I'm doing for you and are subscribing and leaving such lovely comments, and it's always good to know that I'm doing right by you. Always good to know. So thank you again, Cappies. Lovely Cappies. I love you guys. Now, okay, so this week, well, you've kind of probably noticed a trend in my readings that I kind of switch it up every week. And this week, I wanted to get back on track of your journey. Now, last week was your love life, which we all like to know. But now it's the case that let's get back onto your life as a whole. So, the reading I'm doing for you guys this week is, what am I doing with my life? It's a slight existential crisis. Don't worry. No, I'm here, as always, to help you out. This is a 6-card spread, much like a Celtic Cross spread. And we're going to get some clarity on things in your life that pop up for you, yeah? Okay, this feels like you, almost. That's you. Lovely. Okay. Now, hope you had a good week anyway, Cap. Hope you're doing alright. And if you're not, don't worry. We're going to go through all this now anyway, okay? I really like this spread. It's a nice spread. So again, it's called What Am I Doing With My Life? And you've got obviously different positions meaning different things. And as always, I'm here with you to talk through them. Now, let's see your first one. Yeah, lovely. Okay. I think Virgo got this in the same position, I think. Alright, okay, so it's looking well. It's looking well, Capricorn. Don't be worried about this. We're going to go through this now, right? So your first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth positions. So let's go through it. So your first one here, the death card, is you now. Okay, I wouldn't be too worried about this card. People normally get worried when they see it because they think it means death, actual death. And sometimes it can, but more importantly, it's about your manifestation of your inner self. And I like to call this card the supernova card because ultimately, whatever dies that is no longer serving you to its greatest potential, something else can be born that does. So this is you now. You're probably in this kind of weird transformation period. You may be feeling out of sorts with yourself. You may be feeling that you want to kind of go back to your roots, go back to family life, go to somewhere that has the same security as family life does. You kind of probably want to get back to earth. You want to be outside. You want to walk in nature. Know that when you're being pulled towards these earthly elements that you are born of, because obviously you're Capricorn, that it's to re-energize yourself for this phase. It's to bring you into that supernova phase, that something else in you can be born. But we need to kind of build you back up again, because this can feel a little bit hard on the self and hard on the energies. This is you now, but this isn't by any means a bad card. I actually feel quite light about this. This is, like, I feel it's nice actually. And you can see we've the sky here. It's kind of dark. It's like almost coming into the dawn, because then we've this beautiful sunlight here. So remember, whatever is being taken away, something else can be born in its place. So nice, Cap. Like, that's okay. Now, your second card, your second position is what you are afraid of. Okay. 9 of Wands. Put this upright for a sec for you. Lovely fiery energy again. We see a person here holding on to these wands, these staves. And it, to me, can be like almost like the 8 of Swords card, where you build this wall around you for some reason. And this position is what you're afraid of. So you've built up these wands of like almost like love to secure you. But at the same time, you do hold one. But you're kind of intimidated by what's beyond those staves. It's really like seeing the wood for the trees, being able to look out and seeing things openly with fresh eyes and gaining that knowledge of whatever position you're in or whatever experience that you're having. So this is what you're afraid of. I think you're kind of afraid to come out of your comfort zone a little bit. It could be in love. It could be in other areas. I call this like the wall of love, really. Maybe you're afraid to step out into new love if it is presenting itself. I don't feel like there's new love here. This is very much a transformation for you because you've got the Fool up here, which we'll talk about. So, as I said, when you're in this manifestation, you will be pulled towards the element of which you display, and that for you is the beautiful earth, the landscape, the trees. You want to hear the leaves rustling on the trees. You want to feel that breeze. You want to feel the earth under your feet. But at the same time, there's a level of discomfort with this change and stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit in order to fully achieve that change. So my advice to you here would be, don't be too afraid of what's out there. I keep feeling like this is love, even though it's this, I don't see anyone here for you. Maybe it's a case that you're going back out into the dating world. And you're like, do you know what? This dating scene is just not me. I'm just not feeling it. People don't do things the old-fashioned way, that lovely traditional way of actually getting to know someone. It's all quite quick, and it can be quite, sometimes it can feel quite stark as well. If you're doing online dating and online apps, it's like, oh God, it's almost more disheartening than fulfilling in a way. But my advice to you would be, look, drop your stave. You don't need to protect yourself from anything because you've already gone through one of the greatest lessons that you could, manifestation. And see the wood for the trees. Really look out there. And if you look beyond, see if you can see that. If you can see beyond those staves, is beautiful landscape. And it holds no threat. But even if it did, Cappy, you're all right. You know you're all right. Let go of your fear here. Because it's, and you can see it's like cowering over you. Like it's the more you fear, the more you build your staves, the more higher they grow, and you don't want that. Don't be afraid of the new, the now, the change. Change can be good too. And that's important for you. Now your third card is your past influence, which was of benefit to you. So you've got this beautiful Major Arcana card. You've got this beautiful divine energy that holds these two cups and allows a balance to flow in between them. It's like emotional balance. A beautiful fluid motion that is not abrasive or harsh or too slow or too fast. It comes in and allows you to feel everything, but at a beautiful rate. And this is what was of benefit to you in the past. So in the past, maybe you did have that lovely, wavy, fluid energy of movement within yourself. That everything flowed for you, that even your emotions were flowing, and you kind of allowed yourself to be in certain scenarios that now you might be afraid of going into. And here this divine energy stands, and it's just so lovely. Like they're not wearing any shoes. It's very much feeling the earth beneath your feet. And having those water in that pool of healing energy, and then knowing its benefits and being able to utilize it for yourself. Let me just check this. Yeah, it's so nice. You've got this almost, because of that, you're like illuminating your crown chakra. There's peace here, but there's like enlightenment as well. That was what was of benefit to you in the past. That's what you used before. And I'm glad that you did. That you can bring this with you into the future and kind of drop those staves around you. Now your fourth card is your past influence that was negative. Right, 5 of Swords here. Lovely air energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You may have been involved with Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. that has wounded you in some way, but that you have equally wounded them in some way. Now, the Five of Swords can be regret. It can be looking back on past events and having regret due to them, due to your actions. Because as you can see, this person holds 3 swords. And the other 2 people have dropped theirs, they've given up and they're walking away. They've turned away out of pain and hurt. And you've succeeded, but at what price? At what cost? This is the negativity of past influences. So what I would say to you is, Cap, my lovely Cappy, let's drop those swords of regret. Let's stop looking back on the things we have done. Let's look forward to the things we should be looking forward to. You can't change the past, you really can't. And we all have our scars and we all live with them. And we all have our regrets for sure. But what makes it in the present is when you keeping it alive and looking back at it and analysing it and wondering what went wrong, or if you should have done this or if you should have done that. Because, as I said, that keeps the memory alive, and in turn that memory creates that energy in you. It becomes alive, and you don't want that. Let go of that. Let go. I say that as well because you have 3 major arcana that is love. They're just lovely. And I want you to forget about this negative experience. Now, you may never forget about it. And that's, you know, hey, that's life as well. We don't forget some things that have been said or things that we've done. But you can definitely move forward with it. And go, yeah, do you know, I own that. I did that. Straight up, that was me. Or straight up, it was them, and I was attacked and I swung my sword and I just annihilated people. You can just, if people are willing to forgive you, that's great. But being able to forgive yourself is just as valuable. And what is even more invaluable is stepping forward and not creating that same circumstance again. Now your 5th card is what you promise to yourself. Woo! I love this. I love this. Okay, Fool. The Fool-like energy. This is great. It's 0. It's not even a number. It's circular. It's ever moving. And the Fool is ever moving. He's always on for the next experience, the next encounter. Who can he talk to? Where can he go? And it's all so light and airy. And I love this because it's like you're promising to yourself to be this freer person, to free yourself up, to shake off those swords and to free yourself up to like enjoy life again. He's the nomad. He has nothing, therefore he has everything. Everything is open to him because he's not weighed down by daily responsibilities. And look how he looks up to the sky, like he really is opening himself up towards it. And he doesn't even notice that there's a cliff. And even if he did, he wouldn't care. He'd still jump off that cliff with just as much gusto and zest for life, because he knows he's going to be okay. There's so much self-assurance and reassurance in this card by one person. One person. And that beautiful energy he carries with him, and it makes a difference to other people. He inspires other people to do the same. Yes, we do have responsibilities, and yeah, we got to get stuff done and pay those bills, like, for sure. But this guy is here to remind us of what being a free spirit is. Lovely, beautiful, warm energy that just embodies everything that's childlike. And childlike in a really beautiful sense, not childish, because childish is really immaturity, right? But being childlike, getting in touch with that inner little self that wants to be free and wants to run through the grass and barefoot and wants to roll down a hill or do something that's just, as adults, we kind of reject because we think it's not mature. But there's something so freeing about ourselves when we let it go. We let go what other people think. He definitely doesn't care what other people think. And this is what you're promising to yourself, which is great. You're promising to embody that freedom, be the essence of freedom. Own all of it. Let it just create this beautiful like rotation of energy that never ends, is always there. The zero. And it may quieten down, but know that it is always within you. I love that you're making this promise to yourself. It's like, yeah, I'm going to go on this new journey. I think you're getting that you need to drop some of the staves, and you need to drop your swords, and you need to go into your journey with the best of intention, but yet not knowing where you're really going. And there's purity in that. There really is. Oh, Capricorn, this is good. Right, so your 6th card is the results that you will get from this. Okay, great again. 3 of Cups, lovely. You've gone into this celebratory kind of mode. You're out now, you're out and about, you're getting involved, you're socializing, you're being with people that you love, people that love you. And there's a celebration of the spirit here, that free spirit that you've allowed yourself to be in, to show and to nurture. And people see that in you, they go, oh my God, you've come back to yourself, but even that, you're even more fun. Capricorns get any more fun? Yeah, you can. And people are really rejoicing in this with you. It's like, maybe you've been really weighed down by stuff lately. And that going out into your own energy, going out into the woodland, the park, the earth, the air, feeling all of that brought you back to yourselves. And look, you know, I'm gonna come back to being free again. And people see it in you, said, oh, do you know, you were really bogged down there for a while. You could see it in you. Do you know when people say that to you? You don't realise at the time. They say, no, I could see you were quite stressed. You were quite fearful, intimidated by what was beyond. And now here you are, and this is the result of letting it all go. This feels great, Capricorn. Don't be worrying where your life may be going. You know, as the spread is called, what am I doing with my life? Expect the unexpected. Embrace the unexpected, because once you let go of trying to control the outcome, the freedom you find in yourself is, it's uplifting. It elevates you, and you've got this freedom to be yourself and say, look, universe, whatever you got coming, whatever you got for me, you know, I'll be here. But in the meantime, I'm going to take care of myself and you take care of everything else. And then people want to be in this with you. Again, as I always say, when someone is so free in themselves, they give others freedom to be themselves. And then it's like, it's this ripple effect where people's moods change. People's attitudes change. They go, oh, I can be accepted here. And everyone becomes free. Gorgeous. Well done, Cap. So, just to recap, you now, what you were afraid of, your past influence that was beneficial, your past influence that was negative, what you promise yourself, and what the results are. Hey. Like, for real, this is so cool. Great, look. Oh, this feels like a residual love thing, but it doesn't feel like it's very present. It doesn't even feel like it's that in the past. It feels beyond that. And maybe it's time for you to let go of that past love. You can embody whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. And I'm glad that you're doing this now for yourself. You're going, I can worry about life and where it's going, or I can enjoy the moment and I can enjoy it with others. Awesome, Cap. Really cool. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, this is going to be a nice week, huh? So this is your weekly reading for the 10th to the 16th of April 2017. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly do. I even feel freer myself now. If you dig what I do, please like, comment and subscribe, because I like to know I'm doing right by you guys. And yeah, I also do private readings. Sorry, I'm just stuck in this wonderful fool-like energy where I'm ready to go outside for a walk and shoot the breeze. But hey, I diverge. But anyway, yes, I do readings as well. I do personal readings, I do Skype ones, and if you have an issue with Skype, I also do video readings as well. My email is below the video if you would like to email me, and I can email you prices and the different spreads I do. Capricorn, I want to high five you. High five, virtual high five. Have a great week, okay? And I'll see you in the following week. You take care. Bye-bye.